Hello my crafty friends, it's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I'm creating a card for the Handmade Happiness March Hop. And so I have a heart stencil here from my stash, and I'm going to be using this Glitz Glitter Gel from Gina K. This is, I believe, bubblegum pink. Mine is getting a little bit stiff, as you can see here, so I'm just mixing up what I can with just a palette knife. It's just a plastic palette knife to give it so it's a little bit thicker of a consistency than it normally would be, but it works just fine. So I'm just going to spread this out all over this stencil using the palette knife, and then I will use my Gina K scraper to get all of the excess back off of there and put back in my jar. And anytime you're using any sort of paste like this, especially glitter paste, clean your items, your stencil, all of your tools immediately, or this stuff will be rock hard on there and you will not be able to get it off. So today, like I said, is part of a hop. This is the March hop that we're doing. Our theme was birthday, and the technique that I chose was glitter. The other one I think was gilding flakes, and I just don't own any and didn't think to order any. It's not anything I have ever played with, but I have plenty of options for glitter around my craft room. So I opted to make this a full panel shaker card because I do have some friends that don't necessarily care for glitter. And so this may potentially rub off. So I thought I'll put the panel inside of a shaker card, so then that way you can see the pretty glitter but not have to, feel it or have it anywhere. So I am just taking some double-sided adhesive and running it along the four sides of this panel. And then I am just using some packaging from my stash that I cut down. I opened it up just to create a little panel for me. And what I will say is I put mine on a little too snug, so don't necessarily put it so tight. I didn't leave myself a lot of room for my shaker bits. It works fine. It still looks good. It just it doesn't shake as much as it normally would, but because I put my last section on really snug, that's why that happened. No big deal. Like I said, still pretty. So I'm just putting down the three sides, and I'm going to trim off the excess plastic from the corners and then trim off that long piece on the side. And then I am going to be using Date Night Sparkle Blend from Doodles Paper Playground. That will be my shaker mix. And I'm going to get some of that put in a little triangle tray for you guys to see a little bit. It has lipsticks and flowers and all sorts of different things in here, so I thought that would make a nice feminine birthday card. So it's got some pretty pinks and reds and black. It's just a very fun mix. I thought I wanted that heart right there. There's a little black heart in there. It's an open black heart, but it's either stuck to the bag or so I just moved along. I wasn't going to fight with it. So I'm going to dump those in, shake them about, put my hand in there because I did have one sequin that was standing straight up, so it was getting caught on the plastic, and I worried that that might, cause a break. So I put that back down, and I'm just going to take off the backing of the adhesive and put my last side down, and then I will put adhesive on the four sides again and along the center to adhere this to my card panel. So like I said, this is part of a hop, so the next person who is in the hop will be listed down below in my description box. I typically try to put the entire lineup as well, so that if you get lost along the way, you can always find your way back and watch all of the projects. I always look forward to seeing what everyone makes when I do hops like this. That is the best part. We've given a theme, but then it's kind of our own interpretation of how we want to put that theme to use. So I always like seeing what everyone can come up with. So once I get this done, this is just going on a regular card panel. It's an A2 size card panel, side folding. Nothing exciting. I didn't add anything to the sides. My panel is a little bit smaller than the card base, so there will be some white border around all of the sides. And then I'm just peeling off that backing, which always takes forever. And this one releases pretty easy, but it just seems like a tedious process. And then we'll get that onto the panel. Try to do that as straight as I can with as even borders around. Because this is double-sided tape, you only get one shot at it. So if you put it down crooked, you are out of luck. And I just have this little container of birthday sentiments. This is from Tailored Expressions. So I will show you the stamp set. It is one whole stamp that you stamp all of these sentiments down. You can heat emboss them, put them on different colored cardstocks, and then use the die to cut them out all at once. So here's the big stamp, and all of those sentiments get cut out all at once with this die. So here's a sample that I have yet to die cut out, and the die that I will use to do so. You line up those black squares to line up your die, and it will cut them all out. They do make storage containers with Tailored Expressions. I just haven't bought any yet. So I just have mine in these little photo containers that I have a whole rainbow case of them under my desk that I keep stored. So I'm just putting some double-sided adhesive on the back of this, and this says, what does it say? It says, "Hey there, birthday girl," I think. And then on the inside, I put the sentiment that said, "Did somebody say cake?" So I left it with no image on the front. I thought that the glitter embossing, stood out for itself and took the show, so I didn't want to add a character or anything like that. So I'm just using the double-sided adhesive to put this sentiment down in the card, and that is going to complete the project. I hope that you'll check out everyone and see what they have created. Like I said, the next person is listed down below. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.